Welcome to this series of discussions with the Hong Kong Trade Development Council's overseas branch directors. And today we have Rajesh Bhagat from our Mumbai office. First, the question really to ask is, what about the opportunities and challenges for Hong Kong SMEs who are interested in doing business in India?
There are always opportunities in India. And I have been, in all my trips to Hong Kong, I have been trying to encourage Hong Kong companies to come to India. You know, India's bilateral trade with China has gone up to 63 billion US dollar. And with Hong Kong also, for India, it is the sixth largest trading partner. And India, for Hong Kong, is the seventh largest trading partner. So our trade with Hong Kong has been going up. But what we need to do is broaden our base of trade in terms of different product categories. And what India just now really needs is more on infrastructure development, logistics, supply chain. These are real growth areas. Food processing, for example, is another growth area where Indian companies would really like to have the expertise and the knowledge from Hong Kong companies. So I think this is the right time for Hong Kong companies to rather invest in India, not only just do trade with India, because if you do trade and invest, can be a long-term player as far as the Indian market is concerned.
Hong Kong, of course, is also getting a growing reputation for its financial services. Can that expertise and skill apply in India?
Yes, of course. In fact, I think China is now looking at a lot of outbound investment, and Hong Kong is the place from which this outbound investment can take place. And India wants to attract a lot of foreign direct investment in practically every sector. So I think there's a lot of cooperation that can happen between companies in India, especially Mumbai, which is the financial center. And the largest number of banks, of Indian banks, which are situated out of India is not New York and London, but Hong Kong. So there's a lot of cooperation between India and Hong Kong.
But of course, with any market, there are also challenges. What should Hong Kong SMEs specifically be looking out for when they're doing business in India?
I think the major challenge for Hong Kong companies is to look at India in the long term. You have to be patient with a market like India. Sometimes Hong Kong companies are a little impatient, they want immediate results, and one has to understand that in a market which is complex like India, with different cultures and different languages and different income levels, one has to understand the market, approach the market with a more planned and organized manner rather than expecting immediate results. So I think that would be the major challenge. The other challenges are, I think it's true for every market, you have to get around or understand the legal framework, how to do business over there. And I think there are a lot of professionals in India who can guide you on that. But the most important point is to look at India in a very, very scientific and planned manner, so that you can, definitely do well. You see many companies from Korea, Singapore, Japan, they've already made big inroads into India. And I don't see any reason why Hong Kong companies cannot make those inroads.
What should Hong Kong companies be aware of specifically in terms of the impact that global economic turmoil has had on India?
I think India is also not insulated against the global turmoil. In fact, recently we are facing a little downturn. Our GDP has gone down from 8.4 to currently 6.5, and we may just able to sustain that level of growth. But there is no particular reason, or there is no particular factor which can stop Hong Kong companies to come there. There is no challenge to an economy that comprises of 1.2 billion people, So you see the market is already there. And 50% of this population comprises of young people, 25 and below. With such a huge market, one cannot ignore that marketplace. So more than challenges, I think there are opportunities that one has to only, try to see how one can take advantage of that opportunity.
Thank you very much, Rajesh Bhagat from our Mumbai office of the HKTDC.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.